Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little update and tell you what's been going on since I found out the diagnosis of my two blocked tubes. The first day it was really, really, really bad. I had a breakdown, almost a full on anxiety attack. It was pretty rough, and I've cried the hardest I've ever cried in my entire life because technically the first worst thing that could have been told to us was you can't have kids. But the second worst was in order to have kids, you're going to have to go through IVF. And the reason why is because it's so stinking expensive, which it totally makes sense why it's so expensive. I mean, it's insane what they have to do. I mean, they're making the baby for you basically. But anyways, it was really, really, really rough. And Saturday was still pretty rough. I had to go to my niece's first birthday, which would normally be a super happy event for me because I love my nieces and my nephew. But it just wasn't because I was still so sad and still so torn up and thinking, I wonder if I'm ever going to get to be planning my child's first birthday. So it's just a matter of jealousy and envy, which is something that obviously I need to work on a little bit. But it's hard. It's hard with a diagnosis like this. But I've had a lot of people reach out to me. I mean, tons and tons of people in our church. They all prayed over Tyson. I was actually teaching children's church. They all prayed over Tyson, and my pastor talked to me and Tyson after, him and his wife, and they prayed over us, and I felt a peace that I haven't felt since the diagnosis, and that's just to have faith in what God has planned, because He knows, like He's known this plan, and I just have to trust in Him. And the reason why I'm so sad and so torn up and think about all the negativity is because we have been trying to grow closer to God, and the devil is fighting us every step of the way. And I'm so thankful for all of our family and our friends and our church, because it's what's gotten me through. Like, I don't know, without them and without my wonderful, amazing husband, I could have not made it through that. I mean, I was just so torn up, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, trying to do math, like, what can we sell? And we don't have anything because we were doing so good. And finance wise, like, I mean, we've been really, really good with our money and the way that we finance it. I mean, budget it. And we can't get rid of anything because we still owe on everything. So I was just like, I just don't know what to do. And then we're like, well, we can apply for a care credit, but we still don't think it would be enough money to cover the cost of it. And so all of our family, they've said, we're going to help you out. It's going to be fine. And so that's just taken a huge, relief off me. Even the church was like, we'll do bake sales, garage sales, whatever we have to do to raise money for y'all. So it just makes me feel so good that so many people care about us. And I found out today, I called my insurance, and they will cover up to $5,000. That's it, just $5,000. But I've already had some visits towards infertility, and I don't know how much those cost. And we have an appointment scheduled on Thursday, like a over the phone appointment, and it's going to be a financial consultation that they're going to talk about, my insurance, what it'll cover, and how much all the procedures and medications and all that stuff is. Me personally, we've been trying for a year this month, exactly. And through multiple different doctor's appointments and stuff like that, I just don't know if I can handle more and more appointments and more stuff. Like, I don't want to prolong it any longer than I have to. So we're hoping that we'll have the money this year and that we can start the IVF. The first time doing IVF, hopefully praying to God and just having every positive thought that it'll work the first time, it's going to be the most expensive because that's when they take your eggs out and do the egg retrieval and all that stuff. But if you had to do a second time, it would be a little bit more cheaper because the process of taking the eggs out and making an embryo wouldn't have to happen because they had done it the first time. So they would just freeze whatever eggs I have left over, or whatever embryos I have left over. They would just freeze them, and I could just use those if it didn't work, which we're hoping and praying that we don't have to go through that, because IVF is a lot of shots, a ton of medication. I'll be off work quite a few days, and possibly even a week after the retrieval or the transfer, actually. But that's our thing, is we're hoping that we can get it done this year. I mean, whether we have to apply for a loan or whatever, we're going to get it done. And it's going to be fine. Like, I know that miracles can happen. I know that God is an awesome, awesome miracle worker. But I don't know if we're going to have a miracle for us, or if this is his way of helping me with my testimony and sharing my story with other women who also suffer like me. I mean, infertility is probably one of the hardest things to go through as a woman. It makes you hate yourself because you just sit there and think, I was made to have children and I can't even conceive. And that's my part, is I'm trying to work on not hating myself, because right now I'm really mad at my body. And I haven't been mad at God, not one time. I wanted to ask him why us, when I feel like we're doing everything right, as in we're not the perfect Christians, but we're trying to be better. And so I'm like, why us? But my pastor put it to where I could understand it, it's because you're trying to grow closer to God, and the devil has a reason to fight you. But other people who aren't, the devil's not going to fight them on it. So, I mean, it made me feel a little bit better knowing that that's the reason why I'm having such a hard time. And I'm just having faith, and I'm trusting God. I'm not losing faith, and I'm not going to let the devil win. Because, like I said, I have so much support, and it's just amazing how many people have reached out to me. And so I just continue to ask you for your prayers, because we're really, really, really praying we can do it this year. I did deactivate my Facebook. Well, not deactivate it. I just deleted my app and deleted my Instagram as well, because I don't want to dwell in the negativity. And I feel like on Facebook I do, because it's constant pictures of everyone's babies, or constant announcements of pregnancy, or whatever it may be, or their baby bumps, which are adorable. And normally, as a normal person, I love that. But as a woman suffering with infertility, I feel envy, and I don't want to dwell in that. I don't want to dwell in the hate and all the stuff that I feel. I don't want to dwell in it. So I just took a break from it, and I don't know how long that break's going to be. But as of right now, I feel a lot less stressed out about it, because I've just come to peace with it a little bit, and I'm sure every day is going to be a different day. But as of right now, I'm feeling okay with it, and I'm just not going to dwell in it. And I'm just praying that everything will go well, that when we do have the money for it, or we've gotten enough money, that this procedure will go well. It won't be bad on my body, and that I continue to stay healthy, because that's my thing, is I'm still on my low carb diet, and working out, because I'm not going to give up on that. Even with PCOS, it's so hard to lose weight, but I'm just going to keep at it, because even if I do get pregnant and I'm still overweight, obviously, I'll at least be healthy, or eating healthier and stuff like that, so it'll be better for the baby. And praying that it sticks the first time. And if they allow me to try, 3 embryos, I think I'm going to do all 3. And that's insane, because I'm like, I couldn't imagine triplets. But me and Tyson were talking about it, and we decided if God wanted us to have triplets, then we're going to have triplets. He's going to make us, he's going to give us the financial stability to afford 3 kids, or whether it be 2 or 1, whatever it may be. We just want to have as many chances as we can the first time, so we hopefully don't have to go back for a second transfer. So anyways, that's my update. You can keep following me on YouTube to just keep up with my story, because like I said, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Instagram. This is going to be the only thing as of right now that I continue updating you guys on. And I just want to send y'all lots of love and tell you thank you so much for your support and for your kind words and text messages. It seriously has helped me get out of my deep, dark hole that I was in and come out. I mean, even though sometimes dealing with this, you don't want to be told everything's going to be fine. But I know that it is, because I have God on my side and I have you guys. And so I just want to let y'all know that I love you. And I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you for all your prayers. And just continue to pray for us, and just hope for the best for this IVF, because we're going to take it. I could wait for a miracle and somehow get pregnant with my blocked tubes. I mean, that's always possible. But like I said, I've already waited long enough. And if I can do it this year, I'm going to do it this year. So peace out.